Well, hello, it's been about a week, but I took a few days off at Easter to eat lots of chocolate and slap a bit of plaster on some walls in the cellar downstairs, because it needed doing. So, how are you? My last video, of course, was an April Fool's joke, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. It wasn't very easy to write, and quite a few of you did say that you didn't normally enjoy April Fool's jokes. I think the thing is that a bad April Fool's joke is very easy to write. That's the one where you just say something which could actually be very true, and then at the end of it just surprise everybody by saying, "April Fool!" So I think for this kind of prank to work without upsetting people, you've really got to give audiences a chance to work it out for themselves before you get to the end. You can start off as plausibly as you like, but you have to then quickly move into something rather more ridiculous. So my advice would be to approach it as a comedy sketch and make it more like a satire or a parody. I have mentioned this before, but this year I'm hoping to be able to improve the way that these videos are lit. This is a particularly big headache for me at the moment, but I've started ordering a few things which should be useful. They haven't arrived yet, but when they do, I hope that they will help to make everything look just a little bit better. If everything works as I hope. My particular bugbear is this skylight, which lets in an awful lot of daylight, which really messes up the white balance when I'm also trying to light the place with artificial lighting. It also means that some days I can only film at certain times. I hope I can get that problem sorted out pretty soon. Now, I have been asked, since I live in Bavaria, do I speak Bavarian? Well, I may live inside the modern state of Bavaria, but the actual Bavarian dialects are not spoken round here. They're spoken mostly in southern Bavaria and in Austria. In fact, this area wasn't even part of Bavaria until about 200 years ago. The dialects spoken here are Rhenish Franconian. So do I speak the local dialect? No, although I do understand it. Another question I was asked, seeing as I live in a tiny little village in the countryside, was whether I could see myself living in a big city. And the answer is yes. In fact, I did live in Berlin for 10 years and was very happy there. I'm quite content to live in a tiny village or a big city. It really doesn't matter as long as it's interesting. By the way, you may know that I put subtitles in English and German on all of my videos. You may not know that this channel is enabled with a special feature that allows you to submit your own subtitles in any language that you want. Go to the transcript, open the menu, and you'll find the option there. Follow the instructions to create a new set of subtitles, submit, and then I can review and hopefully approve them. It's that simple. So that's it. I'll leave you with a special treat for one of my viewers who seems to be a bit of a train spotter and caught a glimpse of something that excited him rather a lot in one of my previous videos. So, here is the uncut version of that particular shot. Enjoy.